Hey there, Peppermint Pals. So, first of all, I'm hoping the lighting in this video is actually pretty okay. It's already dark out, and just because of the way my new job is working, there's not really going to be a time for me to record this when there's more daylight for a while, so I'm just going to go ahead and record it now. The second thing is, I'm sorry if I'm talking a little funny. I have a sore on my tongue, like I did way back, not this past August, but the August before. I think that was a video. It was one of those videos that I had a sore on my tongue and I was talking funny. So yeah, apologies for that. But this vlog is going to be my Black Friday weekend haul. You can probably see some of the stuff, and I kind of wanted to keep it a secret. So, it's actually, there's Black Friday, and it was also called Blick Friday weekend because it was at Blick. So, there's a number of things I got over the weekend. Actually, really only 2 days. One was a bunch of freebie stuff, and then I came back on Sunday. I'll talk about that. So let's go through this freebie bag that we got from Blick. This was the first 50 customers on Friday morning would get a bag of free samples and stuff. So I did my first ever Black Friday waiting out in the cold. 100% did not need to do it at least for that long because the story goes I got there at about 7:30, I pulled into the parking lot and there was no one in line. I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna wait and I'm not gonna get out of the car just yet. So I'm in my car listening to the radio for a little while. Then at about 10 to 8, other people started showing up and lining up, so I lined up with them. And for a while, until about maybe 8:20, there were only 6 of us in line. And then at about 8:20, people started showing up. And until like 8:45, well, at about 8:45, we counted, there was like 35 people in line. I don't know if it ever got over 50. I didn't count. But yeah, I could have waited a little longer to come by, but you never know. So this is the bag I got for being the 5th person in line. They were random. It's not like, oh, this is a bag for the first person, second person. No. They were all, I think, the same. Maybe the products were a little bit different in each of them, but, yeah, it wasn't like I got the 5th best bag. No, I just got the same one everyone else did, or at least the first 50 people did. So, some of the things in here. So, I got really excited when I saw these moleskin notebooks, but then I realized they're actual lined notebooks, and I have absolutely no need for them there. So, yeah, I offered them to my friends, and my one friend said that she didn't need them because she's got so much stuff. And, yeah, I mean, they're not a bad thing to have, but I have so many lined notebooks, I don't need more. I got really excited because I know these little moleskin sketchbooks are kind of popular with YouTube artists, but I'll talk more about that later. But yeah, these are only notebooks. The second thing in here is some sticky notes that are supposed to be really tough. I just wanted to point that out. I mean, they're not a super I know some people use sticky notes a lot in their art. I don't. But it's always good to have Post-it notes. So, and they always seem to fall off. So hopefully these are as tough as they say. So I got a Princeton Select 3/8 angular shader brush. And I don't know if everybody got this exact same brush. I'm willing to bet everybody got a brush. So that was in there, and it was in a package. It wasn't out by itself, but I took it out. I can't remember if I've used it. I don't think I have, actually. But it's very soft. Then I also got a mono Tombow eraser, which you can see I've already used a little bit of. Very nice. Comes off in clumps. So the next thing I got, actually I'm going to introduce these two things together. So I got this Vision sampler. It has multiple different kinds of paper for sketch, drawing, mixed media, and watercolor. It has 3 sheets of each. And then I got a sample of watercolors. Now I know those look like little dots, but those go a long way in watercolor. Of course, I used up one of them already. So I decided to do some experimenting with that. I was going to turn this into a video, but I didn't think it turned out that well. And I also don't think, I haven't looked at the footage, but I think I lost a lot of the recording. So what I did is I started painting with the different colors on here and making like a swirly pattern. And then I made something over it. I did kind of, it's supposed to be like a heart, but sort of in a crystal shape, because these were, I don't know if these are the Daniel Smith ones that are made from gemstones, but they all have gemstone names. And they're really nice watercolors. I 100% would have picked up some of these, or there's also a Winsor Newton set that was on sale. But I have so many watercolors that I was like, I'm not going to spend any more money on watercolors till I start running down on the ones I have. But I did really like these. And there's still a little bit of paint left on some of these, so I might use them. The next thing I got, and they all came out, were different kind of mediums to put in your acrylics. And they do different things. So there's actually a little packet that kind of gives you an idea. So this pouring medium, of course, is for doing acrylic pours. You can see right there, which I've never done, but I thought maybe try one. They don't appeal to me a lot. I don't hate them. I like watching them. They're just not the kind of thing I would personally do, but they look like fun to try like once in a while. Ultra matte medium, which is supposed to make your paints look pretty matte. So there's that. Black lava. This one looks interesting. It has like little kind of granular stones in it, and it's supposed to make it like granular for your paint. So I'm interested in doing something with that. And then where's that last one? This one is called String Gel. And the description and the picture are not very good, in my opinion. They don't match. It says, a self-leveling gel with a honey-like consistency that enhances depth of color while increasing transparency and flow. So, look at that picture. I can't tell if the color is any more deep. The flow definitely looks more liquidy, but it definitely does not look more transparent. So either that's a bad picture or it just doesn't do what they say it does. I'll give them all a try at some point. I don't know if the pouring medium is going to be enough, though. I might have to get more. And then the final thing I got were some oils. And these are all stuck on there. So I've got see, what have I got? Turquoise, violet, quadracine magenta, and green gold, which doesn't look green at all. And then I've got a blending and glazing medium to work with the oils. Now this is real oils. I have aqua oils, which are things that you can use with just water. They're oil paints that are water soluble. So for these I had to actually get like a terpenoid, which I didn't want to do because I don't think I'm going to use like real oils a whole lot. Just because I don't want to use those chemicals. If I ever want to use oils, I'll stick to aqua oil. But I have these, so I picked up this. It's sans odor. I did smell it. It has a little bit of odor to it. It's supposed to be a low odor solvent. Sometimes they have mineral spirits. So you don't necessarily have to use a terpenoid, I guess, but you have to use some kind of solvent that isn't water. So I picked up this because it was probably the least smelly. Maybe not the least chemically, but we'll see. So that'll help in doing the oil paints, and I'd like to do something with those at some point. So that's it for the bag. On Saturday, the demo was, or not acrylic, alcohol. That's it. The other A, ink, on Yupo paper. So that was interesting. I got to try that as a drip. Obviously, I've used alcohol markers, but I've never used alcohol inks, like just straight inks. So that was fun. I got to see how they all flowed together. I used, like, I forget what it was called, but it was like a thing where you drip. It's really annoying me that I can't remember the name of it, but it was like a clear kind of alcohol thing, and you dripped it, and it made like these puddles and stuff. It never got quite how as beautiful as I wanted everywhere, but I think I could take the pieces that, you know, I do really like and do something with those. So Sunday, I went back with my friend. So she bought a couple things. I bought most of it, but she bought a couple things, and one of them were this big set of 5 14 by 18 canvases. And you see the sticker here is on clearance for $7.97. She said it was actually like 99 cents. And it was on clearance because it got banged up on the side here. And she decided to give them to me. She bought them originally, but she's decided that I'd probably get more use out of them because she likes doing smaller stuff. Obviously, I'll share because she bought them. If she wants to try something bigger. But yeah, I got those. So I always look. Clearance usually just has like little things like maybe old lotion or goofy like holiday pencils or holiday things. But every now and then they will have something like this, which is slightly damaged, and I'm like, I could use it. I remember once I got a set of like, I think 3 canvases, which each were about this thick, and like as thick as these 5 things. It was like a full canvas, but it was like a set of 3 or 4, and there was like a hole, like a tiny little hole in one of them, and they said like, "Are you sure you want this?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I can work with that hole. I'm a mixed media artist, and even so, like, be creative, you know, like." And one tiny hole, like, it's worth it for really cheap canvases. So clearance aisle is great. Ugh. Another thing I bought, well, yeah, actually this, I wanted to clarify I did buy on Sunday. Another thing I bought on Sunday that I don't have anymore is a unicorn bath bomb. I was a little disappointed it didn't color the water quite as much as I wanted. It was really cute, and I came home and I just relaxed in a bath with the bath bomb. It was supposed to smell like vanilla, but it really didn't unless you were right up on it. Otherwise it smelled kind of weird, but whatever. On Sunday they had a demo of Multile markers. Now I've used these before. These are paint markers, but I thought it'd be fun to try. You could buy them individually. If you wanted to buy a set, you'd have to go online to find them, and a set of them's like $80, and I'm like, a set of like 20 is like $80. I'm like, are you kidding me? But I do like them, so I don't know. I get them sometimes in my art snacks, and of course, if I feel so inclined, I might buy some. But I did this little thing, which is like a hand with some colors. This probably doesn't show up very well because I used a lot of neon colors, but. And then this was supposed to be like a little lavender guinea pig. Was fluffy. It looks more like a bearded dragon. I like bearded dragons too, but the only thing is the ear looks weird. Like, I don't think a bearded dragon has that, and if it were a guinea pig, it doesn't look like it's in the right place. But on to what I actually bought. So aside from this stuff and then the thing my friend gave me, I actually did buy a tiny little notebook. This one is by Crescent. It's not a moleskin because they don't have moleskins at this size. Well, they might have, but I already picked this one up, so I was going to try this one, but maybe come back. I think they have longer moleskins that are, you know, blank, but anything this size is usually just a lined notebook. I don't know why they don't have it. So I did do a couple things in here. Number one is I bought a whole pack of these Stabilo markers because I really liked using the purple one for lining in Inktober, and I thought it'd be really fun to try a whole bunch of different colors to line with. So I've got that, and I even made a piece in here with all those markers. It's kind of just a expressive piece, trying to get out all my feelings I had kind of from the day in there. So that was fun. I also bought a set of watercolor pencils. I don't quite have quite as many watercolor pencils as I have watercolors, but I do personally think I have enough. But I just love them so much, and I was drawn to this set because you probably can't see it, but they're kind of more muted, darker earth tones. So there we go. And I did do some swatches of them in the back of this notebook, so you can see them there. So I was definitely drawn to that, and I wanted to try that out. And I also bought little washi tape. I've never really used washi tape before, but I've seen so many people use it for like design, like outfit designs and stuff on Instagram, and I thought it'd be fun to try, so I bought 3 different ones of those. They're kind of holiday style. This one's actually got glitter on it, and it kind of gives me that sensation of, like, you know, nails on a chalkboard, shivers on your spine, but it's not too bad. I didn't know that when I bought it because it was all wrapped in plastic. These are actually by Duck brand, but they're not duct tape. They're not as strong as duct tape. They're washi tape. They can be peeled off pretty easily, and I've been using them with these. You can see there's Felicity and Marius. Those are my OCs, in case you're new here or haven't seen my Instagram, or I don't know how often I talk about them on here, but hopefully comic is coming soon. This is actually more of modern AU. I'm getting off track. I did use a little bit of the colored pencils for their eyes. I mostly used just my watercolors for the rest of them. And then there's Boaz, he's not done yet. And then the last thing I got was another paint puck. I have one for my acrylics, but I'm going to probably use this for the oils because it's so nice to get the oil paint off. I might even get one for, I don't think I need one for watercolor. Watercolor dissolves pretty easily.
Hello there, Peppermint Pals! Before we get to the end of this video, I just want to let you all know that I have a Redbubble shop with my original design on things like stationery, apparel, home decor, as well as many other things. If you're interested, it's a great place to pick out gifts or to find something neat for yourself. If there's any of my designs that you think would be a great addition to my Redbubble shop but you don't see it up there, let me know. Thank you. I hope you'll all check it out. And now on to the rest of the video.
That is my Black Friday haul. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you at the next video. Bye!